Welcome back to the in-home series. Today we will be doing some squats. I'm going to teach you how to squat at home, how to squat properly, and teach you a few variations of squats that you can do to switch it up if you get bored doing a traditional squat. So, if you're going to perform a squat, there's multiple ways you can do it, but the most important aspect of performing a squat is making sure your kinetic chain is in line. That means your shoulders, your neck, your hips, your knees, and your ankles are in line when you are performing your squat. You don't want to have any imbalances. You don't want to wobble side to side. You don't want to have your head moving forward or too far back. You want to have everything nice and neutral. So, we're going to start by showing you a basic wall squat. So, if I was to start off squatting and I had no ability to squat, I would find a wall first. Make sure my back is completely pressed up against the wall. From there, I would take my feet and make sure they're shoulder width apart. You don't want to go more than shoulder width apart for the wall. Keep them shoulder width apart. From there, my only goal is to collapse my knees, bend my knees. Everything stays straight. I should be sliding down the wall essentially. My back, upper body, head, shoulders, everything stays connected to the wall. I should be sliding down. And my goal is to go to a point where I feel like my feet are going to start to move. If my feet are going to slide left, right at any point in time, that's my current depth. If from that point I slide back up, all the way up, nice and tall as I can. And at the end, I drive my hips forward and I squeeze my glutes together. Super important, all right? And a reset. So now we're at our starting position. Back against the wall, feet about shoulder width apart. Make sure everything is nice and flat before you start. And slowly collapse your knees and drag yourself down the wall and go as low as you can. If you feel your feet moving too much and that's your depth, stop there and come back up. So that's a wall squat. We can go wider with our wall squats, but there's no purpose for that. Try to stay narrow with your wall squats and truly work on keeping your back flat. That's the most important thing about the wall squat. It's support for your back. All right? The next variation of squat, same thing is we want to place our heels at an elevation. So if you have a mat or anything that's about 1 inch to 2 inches off the ground, you can go line your feet and your heels onto the mat. Make sure you're shoulder width apart. Now this is going to be a great squat for your knees. This is going to truly help your knees out. It's obviously a great squat in general because it's going to allow you to have more balance, but truly for your knees. So for this one, your goal is to try to stay upright, but you do want to get your knees over your toes if you can when you're squatting. So as I'm going down here, I want to keep everything nice and straight, but I do want eventually as I collapse down, my knees to be somewhat over my toes, as you can see here. And then I'm coming back up. If you can see here, I have my feet and my heels on the mat, my toes pressing into the ground, and I'm shoulder width apart. I don't want to go further than shoulder width apart for this. I want to be able to collapse my knees down and keep everything straight. Keep your hands somewhere in front. There's no need to put your hands back here because the barbell back squat is probably the dumbest squat in the world. I'm just sorry, it is. You're never ever in nature going to walk behind something or underneath something, do this and pick it up and then set it down. It's never gonna happen. It's a useless exercise. What you need to get focused on is having your hands in front, squatting down to pick something up. Correct? Pick something up. That's what the movement's for. That's what the squatting is for. It's to be able to use the restroom. Squat down, and if you're a female, pop a squat. If you're a male, you gotta poop, pop a squat. Pop a squat. Okay, so that's our elevated squat. Now we're gonna do a regular squat. So same thing, feet shoulder width apart. Now all I'm doing is hip hinging. I'm dropping my hips and I'm coming down, right? Keeping my hands in front, not behind, in front, as if I wanna go and grab something, all right? Head up, neck up, grab what you have to grab. Perfect. That's shoulder width apart. Now, we can go wider on the squat if we really had to truly pick up something heavy to get more depth. So, we would then go here and go wide. Now, this is really attacking our hips, right? You need to have true hip flexibility. Woo! I'm gonna fall back like that. So, when you're doing this, before you get to that depth, take your time and work your way down slowly, 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 slowly. So when you get down here, you can sit on your heels and pop back up. All right. Last but not least, when it comes to doing squats, we need to do our squats every day, and we need to do a minimum of 25 squats a day. So you can change your variations. You can come up, do a little bit of elevated heel on the mat, knees over toe squats. Boom, 1, 2, 3. Hop off of that, head to the wall, do some wall squats, back flat, head flat, everything flat, feet only about shoulder width apart, and skate everything down. Skate everything down. Skate it back up. Skate it down. Skate it back up. Remember, when you're first starting, don't focus on going down far. Focus on keeping your back straight. This is why I'm not going down far, because we need to focus on keeping our back straight and just collapsing our lower half, all right? This part is still, it's just sliding down. And then you can do some regular variation ones. So I can do a regular one and just say, oh, boom. I can do, step my legs out wider and get real low and pick something up, boom, and pick it up. All right? So today's in-home exercise is squats, 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 squats. You must squat every day. I say do 25 body weight squats a day. You need nothing else. That's it. Every day. 25 body weight squats. And just switch your variation until you can get to the ground. Like low, 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 low. Sit back. Sit back. I'm chilling. I'm on my heels. Bang. I'm up. All right? You want to get to that depth. That's your goal. To get super low. But start small. Start in and work in. So that's to start in. I want to do a knee over toe type of squat. Well, then I have to work into that, right? I have to get used to doing this motion. Boom. I may have to even take my heels off the ground and get used to collapsing. Boom, right? Just so I can get used to collapsing and keeping things straight, right? From this point, back up. All right, so every day, do your squats. It's your boy Leroy Mitchell. Have a great one. We'll catch you guys in a few days with another in-home exercise that you can do that requires no equipment. Have a great day.